Hey, Coach, how are you today?
I hope so. I guess not. There we
Can you
go.
hear me?
Can you
There
hear
we
me?
go.
I'm sorry. We could have just zoomed you in if I only knew we had two of us. I could have just zoomed you guys into the meeting. I'm sorry. We
No
walked
problem. Go
through
ahead.
some stuff. I'm trying to cut practice back,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we walked through some stuff. Then we had a little bit longer of a film session. So I'm sorry.
No problem at all. No, I just want to kind of how's everybody's mood, I guess, right now, coming off these losses heading into the start of conference
I
play.
think it's very good because my mood's good. I mean, I think it's very good. We didn't go Thursday. And we went Friday and it was very spirited. And Saturday, we turned it into individual workouts, or I shouldn't say individual workouts, but small group workouts and weightlifting. We flip-flopped, we watched some film. Sunday and Monday, we practiced. Their spirits are high. And we're just trying to make adjustments and additions and trying to make the game easier for us in every way that we can, knowing that it's going to be harder because of the league, but trying to make it easier for us. And we have Jackson back now. We had Cam McDowell had been in quarantine because John Linehan has got COVID, and we got Cam back today because he had close contact in that situation. So we had our full team with the exception of John Ned today. Jalen Ingram in there after his 2-week checkup, given full throttle coaching energy to the guys on the sideline. So our spirits are good.
I want to ask you something. I know obviously football and basketball are two entirely different sports, but but I also know that coaches kind of look for anything to kind of motivate their teams and whatnot. So from that standpoint, have you at all ever kind of pointed toward what the football team has done for the effort from the effort and the drive that they've done to reach their goal and maybe apply it somehow to what you guys are trying to do?
I think so. Yeah, we're always talking about that. And plus they know it. We're in a little different situation with how many guys obviously that they have that they've been able to build up into the program and they've just done such a fantastic job with that. But absolutely we do when it comes to the intangible part of it, with the effort, the relentlessness. I think they just play with an incredible joy. I made a comment on social media the other day, and it was amazing how many of my friends that watch football for a living text back and say, you're right. And because joy is such a unique thing. When I watch my brother-in-law's teams with the Ravens, they have a joy, and they've just gone through so many injuries. I thought Jim's team had joy. Well, Kirby's team has got tremendous joy. I mean, they truly play for each other. And I think the biggest thing that we're trying to get all the time is to play for each other. And now obviously with Georgia football, there's just been so much of a bonding experience year after year and the things that they go through, and we don't have that, but we got to keep trying to build it. So no question, we use them every chance we get as a formula for success.
And just real quick too about Texas A&M and there, what do you see from them? What's going to be the challenges there?
Well, they're tough. I mean, they're very, very tough. Buzz is a tough guy. I mean, he coaches a really tough team. They're very aggressive. Their veterans are really playing like it. They've added their new guys pretty well. They're shooting the ball very well. I think this is the best. He's always got a good defense, and they're going to bring pressure. They're going to mix defenses, but this would appear to me to be the best offense and the best movement of offense that he's had in his time there. Now it's starting to look like his Virginia Tech teams and his Marquette teams. I mean, they have really, really good spacing and movement, and they've got a lot of different guys who can make shots.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Hey, Tom, I just want to follow up with what you said. So is Coach Linehan, how long is he out for, you think?
Well, I don't know the exact time, but he's out right now. He'll be out for the week. So
okay.
He tested positive the other day, and it's just where we're at. He got the booster when I got the booster. So, our entire coaching staff has the booster, but he still got it. And it's tough. And then it just came down to a close contact situation during the game. But fortunately, Cam was okay. He didn't have any symptoms. We just had to wait it out, and we got him back today because he was coming off a pretty good game.
Okay.
But we just, I'm not sure the exact day, to be honest with you, but I know it'll be this week, Mark.
Okay. And you said Cam's going to be available to play tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, he's available. Yeah. Okay. Just today was his first practice back.
Okay.
And today was the first day Jackson had contact. So that was good too.
Yeah.
We really missed him the other night. I mean, we missed him in a big way.
Right.
And it was good to have him back.
I know you said before the game the other night that you had started to watch some other SEC teams as you prepare for the start of conference play. What is your sense of, what it will take for you guys to, play at a level that's better than people might expect where you
No, I
guys?
think it just starts. It's the old one game at a time adage, and I think we can't be given gifts of turnovers, right? Like last year, we turned it over 17 times, but we also created 17 turnovers. We can't do that. This team is not there yet to create that level of turnover, so we can't be giving it back like that. But we've just got to make sure that we've got to have the ability to change defenses. We've got to look for what the team has given us in that particular game, be a better adjustment team. We just got to play a little faster in the half court with the ball movement. And then we've got to be a little bit better connected in the defensive area, not only in transition, but in our help situations, because we're giving up too much ground on the dribble because we're not in the gaps enough. So we've got to make sure that we're up and we're ready to challenge a shot. And we're not afraid to get up on somebody, but we're in the gaps so they don't see just a clear path to the basket. So I think, again, there's a lot of things that we've got to get better at, but I think those are the type of things. And right now we just need to build some confidence and to see some belief. And I think that's and to walk in with some belief. We're not going to see it just yet, but we got to walk in with it based on how we prepare and based on how we practice.
Anthony was talking about football a little bit. You've coached one game at Indiana at Lucas Oil Stadium, or how many games did you coach there?
I've never coached a game at Lucas Oil.
I thought against.
Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Actually, that's exactly right. My first year, I'm sorry. We played Gonzaga.
Yeah.
So I think it might've been the first, I don't remember. We might've been the first. Notre Dame played Ohio State and we played Gonzaga.
Yeah.
So I think it's a different setup now for the tournaments, but go ahead. What's your question?
Well, just about, a lot of Bulldog fans will be heading to Indianapolis and obviously, the state, the city well. Anything in particular you
Well, here's what I would do here. Let me give you the list. Okay. St. Elmo's is going to be booked solid. So they got to work a little earlier to get in there, but don't sleep on Moe's. Okay. And don't sleep on Harry and Izzy's. Harry and Izzy's, you can get the shrimp cocktail because it's right next door to St. Elmo's. If I'm not mistaken, Peyton Manning either does or did have ownership in Harry and Izzy's. It's right next door to St. Elmo's. It's unbelievable. Moe's is fantastic. The shake and steak will be packed till 3-4 in the morning. All right, every night. Be careful what you get in there because you got the next day to deal with the grease level that you have, but it's still really, really good. There's numerous fish places. You guys looking for a recommendation? Buca's is big time. What else you want to know?
Wait, are all those places you mentioned at the top, are they all steakhouses?
Well, Buca's is an Italian, like a home style restaurant.
Okay.
I think people will like that. That's very, very good. These are all places that we didn't take our team to St. Elmo's as much as we took them to Harry and Izzy's. Harry and Izzy's is one of the most underrated restaurants in the country. That's not underrated in Indianapolis. Yeah. But it's underrated in the country. You will not be mistaken if you go into Harry and Izzy's and you couldn't get into St. Elmo's. But Moe's is really good too. Moe's got its start in Milwaukee, so I was there when Moe's got its start there. I'm not sure the ownership of it now, but that's always been really good, and that's a very good steakhouse.
Coach, I've got my reservations at Harry and Izzy's for Saturday night, but couldn't get it for like 10:45, so that's the only option they had.
It'll be worth it. Get a nap. Yeah. Get a nap. You'll be good. You'll be good. Now, if it was me, I'd be looking for a street dog. That's how I lived. So right now, if I was there, I'd be hiding out. Right. So I'm just kidding. Harry and Izzy's, I love, but they're all good. And if you haven't had the shrimp cocktail, man, you have to have it. All right. And you'll never feel the same after you have that sauce.
All right. Okay.
What else we want to know? What else we want to know? All right. All right. Thank you guys. See you later.
See you.
Bye.
Okay, first up, we're gonna start with Aaron Cook. Okay, ready to get started?
Yep.
Okay.